Just as I start, a truck drives by. Hello, my darlings. How are we doing? Got to pull up so I can see the chat, don't I? Nobody is here yet. And you can hear the commercial. There we go. Hello, Outrun Stepler and Misty Dawn. I am waiting for MD, let's see, MD Who Entertainment MMC to show up. Oh, I guess if I sent the link, it would help, wouldn't it? Honestly. Okay. That is not what I needed. All right. While we're waiting to get started. Oh, and Lou's here and Tiffany's here. Yay. And Ermin. Wonderful. We got going. We're at a start here. So while we wait for her to show up, I'll start off with a small story by TheHolyFuze, The Cost of a Smile. My hands trace the contours of her skin, soft, supple. It's like no other feeling in the world. I look into her eyes. Their piercing blue color cuts through my soul like a razor. Those eyes, they drove me mad the moment I looked at her. Her lips, a soft pink, her cheeks flushed red. She squirms in my embrace, and I can sense her discomfort. Oh, I can hear you coming in.
Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going quite well. Thank you very much.
Good, good. Give me 2 seconds. Well, okay, 2 minutes to finish this really quick story.
Of course.
I can sense her discomfort. Is she mirroring my own feelings? Maybe. I can never say. I hold her down and a shriek escapes her mouth. She knows what's going to happen, and there's not a thing she can do to stop me. She can barely hold her neck up. Huh. I feel a sense of loathing. I never wanted this, never asked for this. I look back now, back upon the day I first saw her. All my worries, all the uncertainties, all that doubt. It all seemed to melt in her presence. I steel my resolve. This must be done. I have already waited too long. I grasp her ankles and spread her legs. It must be done. There's no two ways about it. That's what I tell myself. The only consolation for the deed. It's not as bad as it sounds. The stench hits me and I recoil. I take a deep breath. I work with robotic precision, undoing the straps, wiping everything with a wet wipe, tying up the dirty diaper and putting on the new one. What feels like an eternity has only taken up a few seconds. My sanity shaken but still intact. I look at her face and I see her smile at me, a toothless, dimpled grin for the first time. And just like that, I forget everything, all my worries, all the uncertainties, all that doubt. It just melts away. Being a single dad is hard. Changing diapers is harder. But that smile, I'd die 1,000 deaths and come back every time if that's what it cost. Sorry, I found that this morning and thought, okay, that would be funny. I could be wrong. How are you doing? How's it going?
I'm a little on the tired side today.
Are you?
Yes, I got up fairly early to go to work and then pretty much came home and did more work.
Oh, joy. I thought it was fun.
I think I've only been off my feet for about 30 minutes now.
Oh, not fun at all. Not fun at all. Well, I'm glad everyone's made it to the chat, and thank you for showing up on your phone, Richard. I'm sorry your computer doesn't want to cooperate. So, and Crichton's here. So, yeah. Anyway. Misty killed another laptop. Oh, dear. Well.
Relatable.
Yeah.
So relatable.
Yeah. I know.
I don't miss my laptop at all.
You know, I just don't feel as secure with the laptop as I do with a desktop for some reason. I don't know why. I guess
I
they're
can
equally.
relate. I can relate actually. I mean, although a laptop is a lot easier to take with you on the go,
Mhm.
it means it's also easier for someone to, look over your shoulder for sensitive information while you're on the go. You know what I mean?
Right. And I don't know. I just feel like it's more breakable. I don't know
Well,
if
yeah,
that's
there's that
true, but
factor. There's that
huh.
factor.
Yeah. Yay, Johnny made it. Johnny, do you want to come in with us? Let us know. So, okay.
One of us.
One of us.
One of us.
That's right. Oh man.
I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. I'm not even sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. Okay. Sorry. I'm having a tough time. Okay. I'm having a tough time multitasking. It's been a week.
I always have trouble multitasking.
Oh gosh, me too. Me too. I don't know what it is. But anyway. Anyway, I sent you the link, Johnny. So yeah. Yep. So,
did you see his latest video when he was exploring what was it, the Roosevelt Hotel?
oh yeah. With
It was so
him
cool.
I know. That was so awesome. I know. I love Johnny's videos. If you guys aren't subscribed to Johnny, go do it.
Do it.
Do it. Oh man, I tell you.
No, Richard, multitasking is not fun. I completely agree.
Yeah. I start and then I completely forget the most important task I'm supposed to be doing. Hey, Evil Outcast, how's it going?
Hey!
Do you want to jump in?
Sorry, I'll shut up.
That's okay. No, don't shut up. Or I'll be stuck here by myself. For sure. So, well, let's see. What to talk about. I did go see Brightburn last night.
Oh, my husband wants to see that so bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't heard anything about it, so I can't say for sure. Like, I really want to see this movie.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting concept from what he tells me.
Right. Yeah. It was an interesting concept. And thinking of, about different perspectives. Of course, the boy reminded me of somebody. He looked like a younger version of someone who had done something very bad to someone in my family. Otherwise, I probably would have had more sympathy for them.
Hello.
Hi.
Johnny.
How are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I just finished up work and I have a little bit of a headache, but pretty good overall.
Oh.
I'll try not to shout too much into the microphone.
I can't promise anything. I'm a loud person.
It's just who I am.
So how was your week, Johnny? Did you have to give finals or just students?
Oh yeah, I had to help my students prepare for them.
Oh, joy.
Yeah.
Hopefully they all passed.
I hope so too. One of them was really grateful and gave me this amazing box of all these different kinds of Japanese Kit Kats, and it made my week so much better.
Oh, that would be awesome. That's so cool.
Candy makes everything better.
It's so true.
It does. And if it's foreign candy, all the better.
It's so true with that too.
Oh man. So
to say though, I have to agree with that though. My favorite sweet treat is actually that I found was Jammy Dodgers. I think it's like a jelly cookie from England.
Oh.
We found it at World Market in Tyler, and I tried it for the first time, and it's like, oh, it's so delicious. I mean, it doesn't really taste like jelly; it tastes more like factory paste, but it's still really good.
World Market is like the best store ever.
Right?
I have not. Is that like an actual store or is it a website?
It's both.
Oh, okay.
They have certain locations that they have actual stores, but you can also order stuff off their website.
Aha. Okay. Okay. Now I've heard of Jammy Dodgers, but I've never tried them.
Yo!
They sound good. You know, I had friends that went on and on and on about Tim Tams.
Oh my God, those are so good.
But you know what? I heard so much about them before I tried them that it was kind of a letdown.
I'm not familiar with Tim Tams. Could you explain that for me?
They're like chocolate. They're like cookies with, how would you explain them? With like filling, and then they're like dipped in chocolate and stuff.
Yeah, I know they're not Nutella, but they remind me of like a Nutella filling almost. It's so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That sounds very rich.
It is. It's worth the stomach ache.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, I like European chocolate. That's my mother's Danish, and so we would get European chocolate, and that's just so much better.
I feel like all European chocolate is so much better because they use milk as the first ingredient, not sugar. So it's so much creamier and like a much better flavor.
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely. Yeah, I hadn't noticed that before. I know that European chocolate tastes better to me, but I never understood why, and I never really cared. It was just like, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, you know?
Yeah. It explains a lot.
Yeah, it really does.
It does. And they put too much wax in American chocolate, I guess because we have warmer places that it melts, but I don't know
if I believe that. Like, I mean, I'm sure they said that, but I don't know if that's the reason they do. I think it's to save money, maybe.
Yeah, I know. And then was it Hershey that was trying to ban imported European chocolate?
Okay, finally I got it.
Well, of course, Hershey was trying to ban European chocolate. They're a competitor.
Of course. You don't get the good stuff. You got to put up with what we give you.
Anyways,
I
hello?
agree, Jen.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
Outcast made it.
Yeah, sorry. I hopped on line and there was a bunch of mess going on, and I had to handle a mini horse, which I will probably show you in a little bit. Which that is, if I don't risk a face reveal. Dude, stop.
Cool. Where are you working that you have to deal with a mini horse?
Where the hell am I? There you go. Big honking mini horse right here.
Oh, it's so cute.
Aww.
Yeah.
At first I was going to be like, what's the difference between that and a pony?
Yeah. Well, the reason I'm walking him right now is because the family has company over, and this one doesn't behave with a new company, so I got to be the dog sitter.
Gotcha. So you're on mobile.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're going to be having some beef stroganoff soon, so I can't be able to stay long.
Oh, okay. Well,
I do have a question, madam. I do have a question.
Uh-huh.
When you were trying to test your live stream.
Yeah.
What was that all about? Because I clicked on the notification, and all of a sudden I hear Dr. Creepin or whatever the hell.
Right. Yeah,
like,
I was listening to him while I was trying to work out the little bugs and get everything all set up.
You sure about that? I'm sorry.
I assure you I am not in Turkey.
Yeah. It's just that sometimes whenever my partner in crime and I live stream, we tend to get a little lewd.
Oh. Oh no, nothing like that. Yes, I was just listening while I was trying to get the bugs worked out and ready.
Well, everything's fixed now, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, it was in my headphones. I couldn't believe it showed up that much. When I listened to it, I'm like, oh no.
Okay, so in this call, there's me, the madam, Johnny. Hello, Johnny.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm good. And Bethany, I don't know who that is.
MD Who.
Oh shit. Yeah, because when I saw that, I was like, wait, who the hell is this? Anyways, great to meet you all.
Very nice.
To officially talk.
Yeah.
It looks more like that horse is walking you. I have to say, when I saw it, it looks
pretty
much like the type. Yeah.
He's a Rhodesian Ridgeback, and he is one powerful dog. Like pretty much, he can give greyhounds a run for their money.
Yeah. Wow. Fun.
Anyways, all right then. How's everybody doing today?
Good. How about yourself?
Pretty good. I just wish it wasn't hot here where I'm at. Over here in the great state of Texas, or as I like to call it, the asshole of the universe.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. Okay, enough potty mouth. I don't want to get Madam in trouble.
Well, I've been freezing today.
But so. being in Texas myself, though, that is a very accurate description.
Ugh. Oh, so yeah. Anyways, now what were you talking about before I jumped in?
Food.
That's right.
Food and candy.
We were talking about how European chocolate is the best thing in the universe, basically.
Yes, it is. It really is.
I'm so jealous right now. I never had European chocolate.
Oh, really?
Really.
We've got Toblerone in our local grocery store and Cadbury.
I gotta say, in comparison to some other things, I'm not the biggest fan of Toblerone.
Aren't you?
I mean, I like it enough, but there are other chocolates that are better. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And as far as Cadbury, sorry, I can't do it. And not in the least. It is way too rich.
It's
I can tolerate Cadbury. Sorry if I'm interrupting.
No, absolutely not.
I was about to make a comparison to the cream filling in the Cadbury eggs, and then I realized that it was probably a little too lewd for this live stream.
Oh dear.
Someone will cut that part of the audio out and put it somewhere when you.
Just put a little beep in when you're going to say something. Toffee Faye is good. Jen.
No. Leave the squirrel alone. Leave the squirrel alone.
Get it. Get the squirrel. Get it. Do it. Do it.
Literally a squirrel moment.
Pretty much. Yeah. This dog and the other dog loves chasing squirrels. I don't know what it is for some reason. Dog, you are giving me a workout today.
Oh, Misty, you've never had a Cadbury egg? I prefer the mini eggs to the ones with cream inside because they're
You're not missing much.
Flowy.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like the mini eggs. Anyways.
Yes. I know. Everybody just kind of goes silent at the same time.
It's weird. I actually heard that it's actually a human phenomenon that happens to everyone when they get together. There's always exactly, but it's like you get a bunch of people together, and for some reason, everyone's brain waves is on the same thing and just stop at the same time.
The conversation comes to an end and nobody's got another start.
I'm currently researching some pictures to put on my next video, so that's why I went silent. I'm trying to like finish that up as I'm doing this.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
Me, I just went brain dead for a moment. Who am
I?
I?
I go brain dead all the time.
Same.
My husband's like, "What are you thinking?" And I'm like, "Literally nothing."
Nothing, dear. I'm
Same.
in my nothing box.
Yes.
Yeah, my wife's the same thing. It's like, what are you thinking? What are you doing? It's like, nothing. You let me veg out for the next half hour. Yeah.
Oh man.
I shouldn't veg out though. I need to get back to making content. But anyways, your video yesterday, madam.
Yes.
Superb.
Thank you. Thank you. It was. I love Lovecraft. It's fun. I love when I can get into it and get very dramatic.
Lovecraft is like one of the best writers out there.
Yeah.
I know.
I've actually never read Lovecraft. I'm sorry. Please don't lynch me.
That's
It's
okay. That's
hard
okay.
material.
Don't worry. I never read Lovecraft either. But one of your friends on your Discord is trying to get me into reading his stories. So it takes baby steps. But
there's some that are shorter than others.
Yeah.
And you know, you can listen to them just as easy.
Yeah.
I would suggest GM Danielson. He does Lovecraft very well.
Oh yeah.
So anyway.
I'm kind of jealous because he has that sexy British voice and I don't.
He's got some good voices. He does. I don't have a Discord. I think he was meaning Johnny's Discord.
I don't have one either.
Oh, okay. I don't know whose Discord it was then.
I do, but mine's
It's like
dead.
a mysterious Discord that appears out
It's
of
a
nowhere.
mystery.
Oh, yes. Well, anyway.
Yeah, my Discord though, it's still kind of in its infant stages. I don't exactly promote it. Like I have the link open in my videos in the description, but I don't promote it because I don't know. I feel like I'm begging for people to come talk to me if I talk about, oh yeah, by the way, I have a Discord. I'd be like, no, it's fine. I mean, if you read the description and you see it, cool. Come say hi. But you know, I'm not gonna beg people.
Yeah. I don't have one, but I do have administrative powers on Nature's Tempers, so I'm pretty proud of that. Let me tell you.
Ooh, so fancy.
Yeah.
That's about as far as it goes.
You're practically God. Oh, I take it back. Goddess. There we go.
There you go.
Just in case anybody yells at me for not being PC. Anyways, again, not trying to offend anything, but yeah, sometimes having power is good, but it also bad.
Yeah.
I want to say it was Thomas Jefferson or someone else that said absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a famous saying. For sure. Well, do we want to do the drawing and get that out of the way?
I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Unless any of you guys have something else you want to BS about.
We'll get there.
I think this is the part everybody's waiting for.
Everybody's going to disappear after I do this.
Right.
I've got all the names in my witch's hat. The thing is, I'm going to feel bad because I'm only going to pull out one name. I wish I could give everybody something. Okay.
Equal opportunity does not
Just
necessarily
smash
mean
the cup
equal.
and like give pieces out.
There you go.
Equal opportunity does not mean equal outcome.
That's true.
Yep.
Oh, I'm out of tea.
Oh, okay. The one I picked is Bad Vibes Storyteller.
Ooh, bad vibes.
Ooh.
Yeah. They're not even here. That's okay.
No. Oh,
Going
well,
once,
next person.
twice, gone.
I will let them know, and then they can pick what they want. So, yeah.
Right.
Anyway. So, yeah. So, I was saying that I went and saw Brightburn last night. It was pretty good. It's an interesting concept. Has anybody else seen a scary movie that you liked recently?
Yes, I have. Recently, I got to see La Llorona. I was so happy, so stoked I finally got to see it.
I went with Caitlin Jane when she came to Hollywood, and we saw that same one. Because we wanted to check out the Chinese theater, because everyone's like, if you live in LA, you have to go to the Chinese theater. You have to check it out. It's an experience of a lifetime. And we got there, and it was just an old theater on the inside. It wasn't anything special. Like the seats like hurt and everything, and we were like, we didn't know why people like said you have to go here. Like the outside is really cool, but the inside it's like an outdated theater.
Oh, wow.
Is it haunted? At least?
I don't think so, actually.
Boring.
Yeah. What did you think of La Llorona?
I loved it. It was mild. It was mildly scary. But it was mostly beautiful and just sad and tragic. But the best part of getting to see it though was the fact that I saw with my husband, and he's very jumpy when it comes to scary movies.
That must have made it better.
It was, because they were like the whole scene at the end when the kids are in the attic with La Llorona. I turned to look at him. He had his eyes closed. I even asked him, it's like, did you have your eyes closed? Like, yep.
How much are movies where you guys are?
Well, we went to the matinee showing, so it was $10 a ticket.
Oh, that's not bad.
Mine was it was about $10 a ticket too, and that was prime time. That was 6:30.
Mm.
In LA, like the movie prices are almost $20 a piece, so it's like I only get to pick a few movies a year to see.
Oh, wow.
$20 a piece?
It's
Did they at least kiss you first? Jeez.
No kidding.
Pease me.
There is a theater I heard somewhere in the valley where they play outdated movies that like left the rest of the theaters, and it's like half the price to see them.
Mhm.
So that's cool.
Yeah, we have one that movies that are not quite to DVD, but they're out of the theaters, and they're about $4.
Oh wow, that's nice.
Oh.
I know.
Over here we call them bootlegs.
Bootlegs. They used to be dollar theaters, but not anymore.
Dollar theater? What's that?
I know.
The way
Well,
of
it
the
was.
rent a movie store.
Yeah. I know, you can't even rent a movie for that. Gosh.
Nope. Everything nowadays is stream this and on the laptop that. Nope.
That's true. It's true.
And occasionally a red box.
Yeah.
If you're not lazy. If.
Yeah, my
Redbox
son's
gives me too much anxiety. I'm like, what if I can't bring it back in time? Even though it's down the street, like, what if I don't want to walk there and then I have to pay an extra $1?
Well, me,
And
it's
then
not. I don't have that problem myself because there's a red box right next to where I work, so it's like whatever. I just don't.
Oh yeah, you
want
could
to.
go on your way to work.
It's like, I just don't want to.
And see, I'm thinking, so many movies I'll start watching and think, nah, I'm not in the mood. What if you actually go and pay money for it at the red box and then you feel like that,
Oh, that's a valid concern. That's a
Oh,
valid concern right there.
Modern day problems.
First world problems.
First First world problem.
First world
Absolutely.
problems. Anyways,
I'm sorry for the background noise.
I'm sorry for mine.
I just assumed your house was haunted, madam.
Well,
I was like, okay, that's cool.
absolutely.
That's cool, whatever.
I've got to have a haunted house, right? I'm actually set up to inherit my parents' house, which is haunted. So,
Ooh,
there you go.
that's fun.
It is
I think
fun.
the most haunted this particular house is all the spirits of cats that have passed away.
Oh,
Aww.
I feel you there. I feel you there.
But then again, my mother-in-law's had this house for I think 20 years now.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So yeah.
There you go. If she's like me and has 4 cats at a time, then yeah.
We do have 4 cats at the moment, although it wasn't intended to be 4.
Oh, yeah. Well, of
Yeah.
course. Never is.
Well, the thing is, we have a bunch of ferals that live outside of our house, and occasionally things happen, and we end up taking in kittens. Like the 2 oldest ones we have. The way we got them was we got a new neighbor who had a really vicious dog that killed their mother.
Oh, dear.
So it's
Not good.
So it was the
bueno.
little boy who walked up to my mother-in-law and was like, meow. Was like, help, feed me, take me in. And of course his sister, she was just following the sound of her brother. She had crust over her eyes so she couldn't see.
Oh, thank you for coming, Tiffany. Enjoy your camp out. Yeah, I feel you there. Yeah, that's happened to us a number of times over the years here. Is we just get ferals and they move in, and if they're female and we don't get them fixed in time, we have kittens. So yep, that happens.
Yeah, there's that
Cats
whole
and heat
thing.
can be the hardest to deal with sometimes.
Yeah.
Before we got my cat fixed, we found her on the side of the road, so she was a stray and she starved for a very long time. So for some
no.
reason, I think she was going into heat every other week because of that.
Oh,
So like
no.
every other week, she'd be waking us up and like rubbing against us and being like, "Give me attention."
Oh no. That's hard. That's hard. Yeah.
I once lived with four female cats that would go into heat at the exact same time.
Oh,
So that was always fun.
They're
And by
kinda-
fun, I mean it was a freaking nightmare.
kind of like women sync up their cycles. The cats did too. That's
I
funny.
What
wonder,
is
like,
with that?
I
What
wonder if
is
that's
with that?
interspecies as well. Like, I wonder if like humans and cats can sync up.
I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. I could see why the cats would do it too, because I've known mother cats that share duties and they'll feed, just put their litters together and feed them and go and eat and take turns. But yeah,
I still don't this is a sorcery I still don't understand though.
who knows? Who knows? Yeah. Yep. I've been a midwife plenty of times to cats. That's for sure.
Yeah, be lucky you had females. I only had 2 males fighting over each other, and
Oh,
they're not fixed.
Oh,
Well, they
Fun.
weren't fixed. Yeah.
36, Misty. That's crazy. She had 36 wildcats.
Oh my gosh.
oh.
Wow. That's crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah, see, you get to be known as the cat person, and they do start dumping litters off at your house.
What's one more?
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens.
True.
That happens a lot up here too, because we also live in the middle of nowhere. So people think, oh, we got a litter of kittens. The cats usually congregate to this particular house, so let's just drop them off at the end of the driveway.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's true. It's true. Richard, I will deny that I ever threw a cat at anyone like the lady on the Simpsons. I'd never do that. It's not fair to the cat. Yeah. There was another cat lady at the end of my street, but she died a couple weeks ago, so I might end up
Aw,
with more. Who
pobrecita.
knows? So, hi, Nancy. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, Nancy.
Oh, hi, Nancy.
Anywho.
Not even looking at the stream chats.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat. I know I've let a lot go, but you know, you do what you can.
Yeah.
You do what you can. Is that the puppy we can hear?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
I'm not calling. It's not me.
Yeah, that was my phone. Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, that is the puppy.
Aw,
Yeah.
very
He's enjoying
sweet.
himself and calming down a little bit.
Yeah, we used to have big dogs when I was growing up, and taking them for a walk was more of an upper body workout than a lower one when you're pulling on the lead.
I don't do well with big dogs in enclosed spaces myself.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
we have a big dog that lives outside. He's got a whole setup outside.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I'd be able to handle, like, if he lived in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're pretty sure he's a cross between a Labrador and a horse. He's a big dog.
Yeah.
That, you know,
that's
Labradors.
funny because this one is a cross between a horse and, well, what I originally stated.
Yeah, Labradors they have no idea of personal space whatsoever. Labradors will, they're very
They will
big
love
dogs.
on you to no end.
Yes, they
That's
will.
Our dog's a leaner. Like, you start petting him and he'll lean on you. Like, you're too big, buddy.
I do have one dog right now, and it's a tiny little temperamental thing.
Ooh.
So, and I didn't pick him, but we put up with him. No, my daughter picked him and got him. Yes, an ankle biter. He's a good boy, but yeah.
Chihuahuas.
And, yeah, this one's half Chihuahua.
I'm sorry, but those little. How do I put this in without sounding vulgar?
We can imagine. We can imagine.
Yeah.
Hi, Jen. How are you? So, anyway.
As I'm editing, I'm looking through my picture folder of my downloads, and I have like a picture of Dr. Phil shooting lightning out of his hands, and I'm like, how did that even end up on the computer? Like, where did this come from? Because I know I never looked it up before.
Oh, that's funny.
It feels like the "What's in my purse" game. Only this. It's "What's in my hard drive."
What's in my? Oh, that can be very scary.
Or it'd be like in the movie Seven. What's in the box, man? What's in the box?
Oh, no. That was.
I wonder if it will allow me to screen share. Let's see. I don't think so.
Probably not.
Depends. If you're on PC, it will let you screen share. But mobile, I haven't tried that out.
Yeah, I'm on PC,
But definitely
but I'm
PC.
not getting the option for some reason.
Then you probably can't.
Oh, there it is. Screen share.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. I don't even know how that ended up on there, but it did.
Oh, well.
Dr. Phil is Emperor Palpatine.
Yes. Let the hate flow through you.
Oh,
And
yeah.
now, young Skywalker, you will die.
That was really
can't make-
that was actually pretty convincing.
Yeah, I can't make lightning noises with my mouth correctly. No, Duke, no. Humans are not food. Stop.
Yes, they are.
Nah, he's a friendly dog. He likes to lick people's faces, but he's also kind of a derp, per se. My girlfriend always tells me he looks like Scooby-Doo.
Oh, I love Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Good, Reggie.
Oh. Okay, my brain just went blank again. There we go. It's quiet.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Anyways. Is that my son up there? No, probably not.
So, what's everyone working on?
I just recorded Mask of the Red Death for next week. Woohoo!
Ooh, I did that one for Chaos X for his whole Edgar Allan Poe project. It was so much fun, but it was so hard. I don't know what it is about Poe's work. I love it. I love reading it, but when I'm trying to record it, I always end up fluffing it up and I have to re-record the same sentence like 16 times.
Same.
You know what? English 150 years ago was totally different animal. It was a different language, you know? I don't know, you have to kind of learn the cadence of it and everything. It is.
How do you English? How do you English?
I don't know. I don't English very well.
All right. You're going to hear some talking for a little bit, so don't mind me, because my kid is at the park right now.
Okay.
Well, I just met him up. Hey, everything go okay? Yeah. No. Duke, stay.
Ruby, that's cute, Misty.
Yeah. So y'all going to be out here for a while, or?
Maybe. You can try and if we're still here.
All right. Okay. Well, go ahead. We'll be out here.
Okay. Sounds good.
Oh, no, Duke. Humans are not food. All right. Well, since I'm going to be here, can you all hear me?
Yep.
Since I'm going to be in the park with my son and a friend of ours, I'm going to go ahead and hop off. But if you're all still streaming, I'll probably hop back in a little bit.
Okay. Sounds
All
good.
right. Yeah.
We await you with bated breath.
All right. Have a good stream if I don't come back.
Okay. We'll talk to you later.
Same here. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Exactly, Konigsberg. It's different. It's just the way they talked. I suppose they talked that way, the way they wrote back in Victorian era. My new studio, Nancy, is not haunted, I don't think. It's very quiet and very comfortable, and I can do what I want. So I love it. Anyway.
Oh, quiet and comfortable. It has its charm, I guess. Actually, quiet and comfortable has a lot of charm. I prefer quiet and comfortable. That's why I'm never moving back to the city.
Yeah. I'm still a small town girl. I can deal with that. I like the city, but I don't know if I could for a long period of time. Is Johnny still here? He might.
Oh, yeah, I'm still here. Sorry.
Okay, that's okay. I know you're working.
Yeah.
No, he's here. He's just ignoring us. It's cool.
It's so hard with like the limited amount of like free music you can use. It's like you don't want to use the same one too much. It's like, which one should I use?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I end up using a lot of music by Miu. I think that's how you pronounce his name.
Yeah.
Oh, I should check it out.
Yeah, Mio's good. COAG. They've got some good stuff. I do use Dr. Creepins.
Does Dr. Cupid make music?
He does. He does. He has a couple of SoundClouds that's he's got tons of music that, anybody can use if you give him credit. You know what? I'm going to throw the links into the chat in case anybody wants to know. Because, yeah, he does. He does. He makes some pretty cool music for scary stuff. It's the stuff he uses, so obviously. Anyway, there it is.
Do you ever record an entire story and then spend hours editing, only to realize you pronounced a name wrong at the end? And you're like, no. Well, I guess you guys can fix it easier, but like, I can't go back in with the video and be like, and just switch that. Yeah.
Everything will be in a different place. You're wearing a different shirt for one word.
I should do that.
You really should. That would be great. Oh, that would be funny, Johnny.
I don't think that's happened to me yet. I'm sure it will in the future, but it hasn't yet. The one thing though the mistake that I'd made was I used the wrong pronoun for a character. I was going like it was for a which one was it? For Prisoner of War. It was between Thomas and his mother, and I meant to say that he had looked down at his sleeve, but I said she looked down at his sleeve, and I was like, fuck. Sorry. Screw it. I'm keeping it.
I didn't want to have people don't notice because it's like they're so into the story and then like their brain just skips over that part.
It's true. It's like there's so many mistakes. I'm like, okay, do I record that line over or do I just let it slide?
It'll be fine. It's fine. Nothing bad's gonna happen. As the world explodes.
Yeah. I'm terrible. I put in clicks to edit, and then if I don't catch them all, then I've got clicks in my story, which is bad.
Yeah. That's yeah. I have actually moved parts of music track over my narration to kind of drown out the clicks because I realized too late that I didn't edit that part out.
Oh yeah. There
it's
you
hard.
go.
Like the bigger you get, people start to like look for like little mistakes that you've made just so they can point it out. Like it's like I already have enough anxiety.
No kidding. It's like, yeah, well, I'm human,
Thank you for pointing out my flaws. Yeah, that makes me feel just fantastic.
Yeah. For sure. I was going to say something and then it just went right out of my head. I hate when that happens.
Gone the way of rental movies.
Yeah, exactly. I'm putting out something on Sunday that I'm really debating whether I should. It's an old story that I've done, and it was like a 4-parter, and then I put it all together in one. But it was like 2 years ago, and I sound awful. But oh well, we'll see.
Yes, Richard, remember Blockbuster? Yes.
There's still one in Alaska.
That's what I heard. There's
one in Alaska? I didn't know that.
It's like the last blockbuster.
Well, I've got it set up to go out, Richard. Yep. But yeah, it's kind of sad. I remember all the old video stores. Oh well.
It made me so nostalgic when I was watching Captain Marvel and she like fell through the roof of Blockbuster, and I was like, oh no, I missed.
Like, oh, ouch, right in the feels. Oh,
I feel like I got hurt more than she did on that one.
Oh, those weekends when you'd go and get a movie or 2 or 3, and it was so exciting because we didn't have streaming television.
we didn't either. We didn't either. We didn't have a whole lot growing up. We had enough, but we didn't have like. No, we. I think we mainly got when we did go once a week. It was 1, maybe 2 movies. If we can't, if the kids couldn't stop bickering over which one to get.
Yeah.
because the brothers wanted one movie and the sister wanted something else.
One of my students asked me what a tape was, and I was like, oh my god, right in the feel.
You should have been a smart aleck and just picked up a roll of tape and go, this is a tape.
And also, like, I mentioned to Ask Alice, because they were like, what's this about? I'm like, oh, it's like a Japanese Ask Alice column. And they're like, what's Ask Alice? I was like, I don't even know how to communicate with these kids anymore.
Yeah. Do they even English? Oh, for sure. For sure, for sure. Oh. Oh, nice. Who did that?
It totally was not me.
Uh-huh. Yep. Okay. Crickets on my stream.
Well, it was another silence, and I was like, screw it. I'm doing it.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's good. It's good. Good. Sound effects are always good.
But yeah, we're talking about projects, though. I was working on a story, but then I was recently inspired to do a different passion project. I'm probably still going to work on it on the side, but this is something that's probably going to take several months to do because step number 1 is I have to clear my space to work in.
Oh, lovely. Yeah.
Yeah, adulting.
I know, right? Oh, funny. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I was earlier, trying to get everything set up in here. So, yeah. Well, good. What kind of project exactly?
I can give kind of a vague idea because I don't I don't have it set in stone what I want it to entail, but it's let's see, how do I put this? It's basically what I'm wanting to do is like a short film-esque feel to it.
Oh, yeah.
Way of opening up about my own mental issues.
Oh, well, that's good.
I've been thinking about doing this for a long time, for several months actually, but I didn't really feel any real motivation to want to do it until Mandy Mortem had posted on Twitter something to the effect of, if you tell someone to just get over it and stop being sad, you're part of the problem.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wait a minute. I know it's like the reason why a lot of them don't believe that it's there is because they can't see it. But what if they could? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, that's what's in my head and vaguely.
Oh, that sounds interesting. That sounds really interesting. Yeah, I've suffered with that too. It's a family thing, and it's not fun. It's not fun at all.
No,
Yeah.
no, it is not.
For sure. Hang on one sec here. I feel terrible. Okay. Let's see. Oh, somebody in my house is having a good time.
How dare they have a good time? They need to be miserable.
That's right. And they're having a good time without me. Of course, I'm having a good time without them, so I guess it's fair. I did see another movie this week that I actually quite liked. It was an Irish movie, and it was called The Hole in the Ground. And it had a lot of mythological and legend elements in it, but they didn't really harp on it or bring it out. It was just kind of underlying, and I really liked it. It was kind of about changelings, which was really creepy. So yeah, it was good.
Wow, that's kind of it's a movie based on fairy folklore then.
Yeah, but they never say the word fairy. They never bring it up, but it's you just kind of your mind goes there, obviously, because it's Ireland for a start. But yeah, it was really good. I quite liked it. It came out this year, which was kind of surprising. I think it was on Amazon Prime.
I just told Bad Vibes that he won and he's not here. So.
Oh, yeah. Way to go. I'm sure I should disqualify him.
I'll take it.
Oh, funny. Whoops. Yep, I'm making noise. Sorry, people. So, anywho.
I can make noises too.
I know, right?
It's going to become an ASMR chat.
There you go.
Ooh, I hate ASMR. I'm sorry. I do not like it. It creeps me out every time.
It depends on the ASMR for me. I don't like the ones where they're eating. It's so gross to me. We just feel like the sounds of their mouth.
Like the smacking sound, just like
What's really creepy is when they have like 12-year-old girls like with millions of subscribers like doing that, and I'm like, this is really disgusting.
Yeah,
like,
that's so
disturbing.
Wrong.
It's like,
yeah. Richard, it was called a hole in the ground, or The Hole in the Ground. But jumping back to what we're discussing. Yeah, my sister-in-law has my nephews. They've got a channel where they're doing different things, and I'm thinking, I don't know if I'd want my kids to have a YouTube channel where anybody could watch them.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No. I had not even heard of ASMR before until I had watched a video by The Odd Ones Out, and he was talking about how he was trying to go online to find different ways, different techniques to maybe stop smacking when he's doing the whole voice acting thing, and he came across a whole slew of ASMR videos, and I was just like, he showed a clip of the one that he came across, the very first one. I'm just like, I'm mildly disturbed. What is this?
Yeah. You know what? We ought to do like some anti-ASMR videos, like nails on a
like an Italian
household.
GoFundMe anti-ASMR.
Yeah, there you go. All the screeching, terrible sounds you can think of. Congratulations, Bad Vibes. Even though you were late. I just sent you a message via Twitter. So anyway, yeah, get me, if you want the shirt, get me your size and your address and whatever. So yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, anti-ASMR. It's basically combining the sound effects of Jurassic Park, all three of them, and Transformers movies.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Let's go with all four of them. Let's include Jurassic World in there too.
I recently went to Universal Studios and I rode the what's it called? I'm having a brain fart right now. The Transformers ride, and it was so overwhelming. There was so much movement, so much going on. It was like you were in the movie. It was
Oh,
just so overwhelming. I regretted eating lunch and then going on.
oh my gosh. Yes.
Ugh.
I go and see those movies and I end up just like totally tuning out because it's just so much information and sound and lights thrown at you that my brain just kind of like, okay, that's enough. We're going to go find a happy place. Am I the only one who does that with those?
Yeah, I feel like it's too overwhelming.
Yeah, yeah. It's like you quit following the fight and there's not much of a plot, so,
I feel
there
like
you
I
go.
do that against my will. Like I'll be watching the movie, and then suddenly, I come back to, and I've been there for 3 hours, and I have no idea what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, where was
Exactly.
I? Where did I go?
Yeah. How long has this movie been on? Hi, Darren, and welcome.
Well, it's
Yeah,
nearing 4 o'clock for me, so I have to finish up this video and get it out. But it was fun talking with you guys.
yes, thank you so
Good
much for
talking to you,
stopping by,
Johnny.
Thanks
Johnny.
for having me. Have a good rest of the stream.
You too, and I look forward to watching your video later.
Thank you. Have a good night, both of you.
See ya. So, yeah. Oh,
So
there we
yeah.
go.
Well, that was fun getting to hang with Johnny for a while.
It was. He is such a sweetheart. I love Johnny. Anyway, I think I've basically adopted him. So, whether he wants it or not.
I've adopted a few people myself.
Yeah, yeah.
They just
Well,
don't know it
oh. We really do have a good community here. I really
Yeah, we
haven't had I can't think of any really bad any bad things that I've encountered with people in the horror community. So,
Well,
there you go.
there was one person that was in the horror community. I don't know if he still is or what he's doing now. I don't even remember his name. I started following him,
Uh-huh.
but then I started seeing some of the stuff that he was posting, and then actually went on to his Twitter, started looking at some of the things he was posting. It's a lot of what he was posting. It looked like he was looking for a fight. He was looking for drama, and
Oh.
I'm like, nope,
Hmm.
unfollow.
Yeah, yeah.
Time for that.
Yeah, I know. It's Richard, I use a blue Yeti that is actually blue. That's what I use for my mic. I love my blue Yeti. Thank you, Nancy.
I use a blue snowball. It is silver, but it is blue.
I think the blue is like a classification of some sort, but I could be wrong too. But
I
yeah,
don't know. I mean, it's possible.
yeah.
I just know that I was looking for a better microphone than my little Logitech microphone that I stopped using because I kept getting something really funny. I'm not gonna use that anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know if that came across accurately how it sounded with that microphone.
Yeah, yeah. Königsberg, I actually used my tablet microphone, yeah, when I started. So yeah. A lot of people use Audacity. I actually sunk $20 into it, and what am I using sound-wise? I'm using a wave pad, and I like that a little bit better. I can edit it a little quicker just because of how it's set up for me. But yeah.
I tried Audacity for a little while. I got the free one,
Mhm.
but
That works really well.
it's okay. For me, it's okay, but I still get. I've tried playing around with some of the settings, but I still get a buzz. Like
Mm,
I use sound reduction when I'm
mhm.
trying to kind of get rid of some of the buzzing, but when I do that, when you do hear my voice, it gets more buzzing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't use Audacity. What I do is I use OBS,
Oh,
and then
uh-huh.
when I'm in editing, I'll separate the video from the audio and then delete the video, so I just have the audio.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Yeah, that works.
So it's a little more a few more steps than might be necessary, but it works.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta see. That's when I started using WavePad when my old computer died, and I ended up on my old laptop, who wouldn't accept Audacity. It wouldn't run
Ooh.
noise and hiss is so much easier on this than it was on Audacity. So yeah, I couldn't go back. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What I did before I
Oh,
used OBS
Timothy
though.
Duran is here.
Hi. Hi, Timothy. Use Logic Pro. Cool. Sorry, I was reading his comment. Anyway, what was I saying? What I used to do before I used OBS was I would use the microphone on my camcorder, which was it was pretty decent, but I would have to hold it fairly close to my face to be able to pick it up.
Mm.
Or at least that's what I thought until I started using my camcorder for the introduction, the intro and outro for my newer videos. I'm like, that's actually picking up sound pretty well. I don't know why I had it so close to my face before.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Oh well, it's a learning process.
it is. It is. And we learn, we get better, we learn. So yeah. Yeah, I'm on Windows too, Evil Outcast. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not rich enough to get Apple products. It's true. It's true.
Yeah. I think unless you make a enough to support yourself on what you do on YouTube, it's using Apple products is just kind of a frivolous expense.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh
make do with
yeah.
what you have.
For
I've also noticed that a lot of uh horror channels, horror creators also have daytime jobs.
Oh yes. Oh yes. It's true. It's true.
And I've come to the conclusion that the reason why is because we choose quality over quantity.
I think so. I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
But
I don't know.
unfortunately, YouTube is just like, no, quantity, lots and lots of videos every single day.
Oh, what this really irritates me is the ones that do the I don't work here lady and the entitled parent videos, but they can't even be bothered to narrate them. They have the computer voices, and that it just irritates me so bad. And it's so frustrating that they get, tens of thousands of subscribers too. But yeah, because they can put out 2 and 3 videos a day. But like you say, it's quality over quantity.
I can
So
understand why you would feel irritated at that because it feels like when they have a computerized voice, it kind of sucks the humanity out of the whole situation.
it
Because
does.
when you do like those entitled parents and other r/slash videos that's describing a
Yeah.
very human scenario, you expect a shred of humanity in the person telling the story.
Right, right. And there's some that do, tell them themselves, and those I don't mind, but yeah, it just feels like they're cheating if they're just typing it into a computer and outputting it. But that's just my pet peeve, I guess.
It's it, it, it's a valid pet peeve to have. I mean, it's not one that I have myself, but I would understand why you would have it. The
Right, right.
the pet peeve that I
But
have
anyway,
are
there's that.
the pet
There
peeves that I
is
have
that.
are
So yes, I see. Jen, she agrees with us there.
Yeah, the pet peeve that I have, though, is people who basically make videos of nothing and get thousands of subscribers. Just like, why?
Oh, I know. I know. And Timothy, your video earlier today on brainwashing was absolutely fantastic. And I mean, that's an example right there, because I know he's put a lot of time and research into that. And so, yeah, you know, when you make videos, you kind of look at them differently. Maybe that's it, but yeah. I don't know. So,
Actually, I'm genuinely confused about something. If you'll forgive the name drop, but what is the appeal of the Pauls? Jake Paul, Logan Paul?
oh,
Do you know?
I have no idea. I have no idea. Sociopaths annoy me, so I don't watch them.
Well,
Speaking of sociopaths,
hey, evil.
Oh, hey.
But no, I will say I've never actually watched any of Logan Paul's videos, because all I needed to see of him was how he interacted with someone trying to interview him, and I'm just like, this guy can't even be serious for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
that he just came across to me as an annoying frat boy, and it's just like I didn't associate with that group in college. I don't want to associate with them on the internet.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
All right, I hate to do this too, but I gotta step away for a few minutes. I will be right back.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry, I'll be
We
back.
should be here. That's okay. That's
we're
okay.
here.
Take your time. I can read a story if needs be. I've got one or two lined up just on the off chance. So.
So what
that's
had
the
happened
wrong
while I was
link.
gone?
I can't remember. What did we talk about? We talked about microphones and software. We talked about blockbusters and the fact that there's still one out there. So yeah. And then Johnny had to go and finish his video. Like, that's more important. Gosh.
Oh, that's good on him, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I had an extreme adventure myself. Of course,
Oh,
everybody
yeah?
was there to hear it.
What
I'm
happened?
back home. Nothing. As you all know, I was walking the mini horse, or Scooby-Doo, as my girlfriend likes to call it. I believe you worked with her, I believe. Cage Misery.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, things are lining up now.
Yeah. Anyways, as soon as I got off the call with you guys, I met with my son and his counselor at the park.
Oh,
Yeah. So we played. So Lena played there for about 15, 20 minutes, and then headed back home. And of course, there were other dogs in the net area that like to pick fights with him every time I walked them. It's kind of hard to keep them down. Hard to keep it down.
Yeah. Yeah, dogs are very gregarious. Is that a good word to use? Very energetic.
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, I come back and y'all were talking about different microphones and all that stuff in the chat. I was telling everybody what kind of crap I have.
Yeah, that's me. Some people don't like Yetis, but I like mine. So
yeah.
Hey, Slumber Reeds is here.
Is?
Hi, Slumber. Yeah, he just showed up.
Oh, there he is. I was about to say, do I have to reload this video? So everybody's in their room, and it's just me and the dogs out in the living room where my bed is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, my living situation.
Lovely.
Yeah, my living situation is I sleep on couch.
Oh. Uh-huh. Couches can
Yeah.
be comfortable, but not always.
If I'm in the wrong part of that conversation, all I heard was I sleep on the couch. What did you do?
No, I'm in another room for rent situation where I'm living with family, and all the rooms are taken, so I'm pretty much occupying the couch.
Aha.
Ah, I see. Fun stuff.
But yeah, as for microphones, I got like a 3.5 millimeter jack POS condenser mic. I used to have like one of those newer NW whatever USB mics, but me and my girlfriend were testing it out on Skype and everything, and she kept hearing like a clicking noise, like. And I tested over on Audacity. I turned off everything, the fan, AC, dishwasher, and it was still doing that clicking noise. I don't know if it was the connection itself or just the mic is just like a piece of crap. But we just decided to say, no, take it back. We'll go back to plan B or go back to the drawing board, pretty much. And that's my life in a nutshell. Anyways, how are y'all doing?
Doing good. Yeah.
About as good as ever.
Yep.
Well, considering, but yeah, doing good.
Speaking of blockbusters, would you consider the movie you saw last night a blockbuster, madam?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't earth-shaking. You know, I mean, it's more like, I don't know if there was anything unexpected in it once you know the premise, you know? But yeah, I mean, it's worth the watch, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, I did see the previews of it, and it's like, ooh, this looks nice. I just need to get a ride to get up to the theaters.
There you go. There's what's coming out. There's a few of them coming out. Midsummer, I'd like to see. That looks kind of like a mix between The Ritual and the original Wicker Man. In my mind, I could be wrong, but that looks interesting.
I have no idea of movies that are coming out because we don't get cable anymore.
Boo.
We don't have cable or satellite either. We just stream. So that's okay. All my commercials I get are on YouTube.
Well, for us it's YouTube and Sling. We got yeah.
So you're a slinger.
Well,
I couldn't help it.
Yeah, if you see a piece of playground equipment on the door handle, don't come in. But I'm sorry. I couldn't help it either. But no, sorry, go ahead.
The company, you have to admit, the company, they knew it was going to go there, and so they took the commercials right in that direction. Oh, funny.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No problem.
But no, it's my mother-in-law that uses Sling. Usually, me and my husband, we stick to Hulu.
Yeah, I do.
Occasionally Netflix and Amazon Prime Video.
Mm-hmm. We have Netflix and Hulu, and of course YouTube. And then my son got Amazon Prime and Curiosity and Funimation. So we have a good selection now. Really good selection.
Who needs cable?
I know.
Although it's funny though, since we stopped using cable or satellite, we keep getting advertisements from DirecTV. It's like, if you come back, we'll give you this.
Uh-huh. Yep.
No.
Yep.
No.
We get that too. We miss you. Uh-huh. You miss my
our
money. Oh. It's true. It's true. I think the days of cable and satellite are numbered, if not severely limited, but that's just my opinion.
Dare I say it? Dare I say it? Going the
Go
way
ahead.
of rental movies.
Yeah, going the way of the
So true.
Blockbuster. You'll only be able to get it in Alaska. Oh, funny. Yep, yep.
That was crazy though. I had no idea that they had a Blockbuster in Alaska.
Yeah.
I thought that they were all ancient ruins now.
Somebody, it was one of the late night talk show hosts. I don't know if it was John Oliver or somebody had bought some movie memorabilia and sent it to the last Blockbuster. So they had these, museum pieces and such. It was, I don't remember what it was, but it was something like that. So because of that, I knew about it, but that's about all I know.
I think, let's see, the first couple of years that I lived down this way, we were going into Silver Springs, and I saw an empty Blockbuster, and I was just like, "Aw, I'm sad." What is this strange building I've never seen before?
Yeah. It's true. It's true. It's so sad. Our Blockbuster the building now sells mattresses. What can you do? Many human sacrifices to come back. I don't know if it's worth it there, Misty. I guess it depends on who we sacrifice.
Me. Me.
I vote
You?
to sacrifice bad vibes so we can fight over his t-shirt.
There you go. Oh dear.
I would make a nose goes joke, but none of us are on face cam.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, you're lucky. My camera's not even working.
Bad vibe said, "Go for it. I'm ready."
Almighty Cthulhu. Please accept our offering.
Nam Shivai.
Give us your blessing.
Misty, I was biting my tongue trying
Empty
not to get political with who to offer as a sacrifice.
I deliberately stay away from politics. They make me
Yeah.
tired and aggravate me anxiety. No, thank you.
Politics are banned on my channel and on my Discord and on my Twitter. So yeah,
Good policy.
I'm highly involved on Facebook, and I try and keep it off Twitter, and every once in a while I let a tweet slip out that I probably shouldn't, but I try and keep it off. I try and keep it off YouTube and Twitter. Yeah. It is definitely divisive, so
It sounds like someone is trying to bark, but they've lost their voice.
that will be the other dog. Her name is Trixie, and she always comes to me for either for me to feed her, to give them water, or she brings like this a really big tug rope or whatever, and she wants me to play.
Mm.
But now both the dogs are playing with the rope, so they'll be occupied with each other for a little while.
Aha.
Dad, I'm bored. Play with me.
Yeah.
Like a kid.
My dog sits behind me while I edit and record videos, and he's so bored. But he won't leave. He just stays there.
I don't allow our cats into my room at all, especially when I'm editing. But there's one cat, the white one, he will stick his face right under the door and meow as loud as he possibly can.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just like, stop!
Oh, you think that's bad? Try recording while people next door are trying to rebuild their decks and everything, and they have those loud
Ooh.
buzz saws and hammers and all that. Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
Especially around 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening. It's like, dude, cutoff time is around this time. Stop it. I don't care. Yes, I understand there's still daytime out, but still. But that usually happens whenever I'm in my son's room, because that's where my recording stuff is at. And sometimes I usually get the occasional yelp from the big dog, the Scooby-Doo dog, or whatever, and that's usually his call sign to say, "Hey man, I need to go to the toilet. Open the door." Oh God, that sounded offensive. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Very nice. Very nice whistling.
Sorry, I had a song in my that your comment, Outcast, put a song in my head that it might be mildly offensive to actually sing on stream, so all I can do is whistle it.
I don't know how. Well, technically, I'm half Mexican, half Italian, and usually I don't care. But we do live in a sensitive world, so I'm trying to be careful. But I don't know what song you were whistling.
You ever seen Avenue
I mean, if you
Q?
want it, huh?
Have you ever seen Avenue Q?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember now.
Yeah, that's a song that popped into my head.
Yeah. Usually I don't let that kind of stuff affect me or whatever, but whenever I say it, it's like end of the world, you know? So I'm trying to combine my P's and Q's and my J's and my C's and my B's and B's.
The only one I don't want to offend is YouTube, so they get rid of the video or demonetize it or whatever.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, man. I seen a couple of tweets that 2 YouTubers got demonetized for reused content.
Oh yeah, I
And
heard about that, and it's like
yeah.
they're original stories.
Yes.
It's like, how does that work?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Someone even said one time that it could be the stock footage, which is kind of dumb because people ask permission and they got that little Creative Commons license under fair use thing in their description. That's why I always tell people, been telling people ever since I updated my send that update on my channel, read the damn description.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry if I sounded a little ranty.
That's okay. I think that's something we can all agree we want to rant on.
Yeah, it's I feel like this is a problem with the system that we have that justifies us being just a little bit bitter. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I think in the last few years, YouTube has gotten progressively more corporate and more less about the creators. I
Yeah.
could be wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe they've always been that way,
It's
but it just seems like every new rule, every new change is just, kind of get you into the little the little cog space they want you in and don't make waves. But I don't know.
I don't know who it was that made a video on this, but he said something to the effect of, now that YouTube is getting bigger, they're trying to make it more advertiser friendly. So they demonetize things that they don't think will be advertiser friendly, which is why I feel like it's the reason why not many horror narrators or horror creators are monetized,
Yeah.
because they want stuff that's gonna bring the views.
Well, they want stuff that's going to bring them money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
it's kinda
with
sad.
views comes money.
I mean, there's plenty of horror narrators that have over 1 million subscribers, or there's at least a few. But it's down to if the advertisers will, put their product on there. It's
Yeah.
the money. That's the corporate side of it. Hi, Swedish Mom. Welcome. I guess you're not sleeping again. Sorry about that. Anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's kind of sad.
I've been
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I've because of the way that YouTube is going, I've been kind of toying with the idea of doing what Sociopathic did and just like creating my own website. I'm toying with it. I don't know if I'm gonna actually do it.
Yeah. I've thought about, going the podcast route, but my subject is so varied. I don't know if that would work. I'd have to think about that because I do, classic stories. I do no sleeps. I do old-fashioned radio dramas are a lot of fun to do, but it's hard to get everybody together to, get some parts in. But anyway, yeah, so, I don't know. Maybe a website would be the way to go, but then how do you get the word out there about yourself? Even more, it's more difficult.
Twitter.
So,
Yeah.
Twitter, that's true.
I feel like,
That's
there's
true.
in you're commenting about how we have a great community. It's like, well, yeah, we do, because we're so close knit, and a lot of us will actually interact with each other because at least in my experience, it feels like we're more about connecting with each other rather than just getting our content out.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Which I don't know. For some, it may be a different story, may be wrong, but just the ones that I've interacted with, that's what I've noticed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. People are so good to help you and to reach out, and it's I need to put more DW40 on my chair.
Yeah. Long story short, we are all in this together, and we got to help each other out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
It
MD,
is
I'm sorry if I interrupt you so many times.
Oh, it's cool.
Same to you, madam.
Oh, no problem. I think I might cut this off here. I was going to go for 2 hours, but apparently I have company and they probably want me to feed them. So I know. I'll order pizza. I don't know.
There you go. Sometimes the simplest solution. Oh, go ahead.
So people company, not four-legged company, not real company.
No, real, people company.
Pullman company. And when it comes to dinner, sometimes the simplest solution is the best, even though it's expensive.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes it's worth it. But thank you both for coming on here and talking, and thank you to Johnny for coming on, and for everybody who showed up to talk, to the chat and to listen. I appreciate you guys all so very much. And yeah. Thanks everybody. And I've got a link for the t-shirt that is as low as I could get them to make it. And in the link in the description. But I got to do this again because this is so much fun. And thank you guys again for coming and helping me out with this. So,
Oh, this was fun.
Mm-hmm.
yep. So we'll do this again. I promise. So anyway, we'll talk to you guys later. Thank you all. So quote this, Raven, my little line.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having me too.
Thanks so much. Yep. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.